behavioral psychology, or behavioral neuroscience, is the branch of neuroscience that focuses on the biological basis of psychological processes, behavior, and learning.
Tell us more, Brian.
Yes, tell us more.
The first part of this chapter will explore a complex system of cells, chemicals, and organs that work together to produce behavior, thoughts, and actions.
Neuroscience is a branch of the life sciences that deals with structure and functioning of the brain and the neurons, nerves, and nervous tissue that forms the nervous system. Neurotransmitter. Did you know there are more than 100 identified neurotransmitters and there are possibly many more exist?
No way, that's so cool.
The first neurotransmitter to be identified was acetylcholine. Acetylcholine stimulates the skeletal muscles to contract, but actually slows down the contraction of the heart muscle. A neurotransmitter is defined as a chemical found in the synaptic vesicles that, when released, has an effect on the next cell. On a lighter note, the name is simple. They're inside a neuron, and they're going to submit a message. Oh goodness, I hate snakes. Ah!
Oh no, Deanna was bit by a venomous snake. She is now having a heart attack.
The snake's venom increased the activity of acetylcholine.
What type of substance is the snake's venom?
Agony, I meant agonist, because I'm in agony.
Shoot her with a dart dipped in curare.
Curare reduces the activity of acetylcholine.
Now she can't move. What type of substance is curare?
Antagonist. Wowzers! Now that that's over, I can tell you about the 3 major parts of a neuron. Major parts. A neuron is the basic cell that makes up the nervous system and that receives and sends messages within the system. The part of the neuron that receives messages from the cells is called the dendrites. Think branch-like structures. The dendrites are attached to the cell's body, or the soma, which is responsible for maintaining the life of the cell. The axon is a fiber attached to the soma, and its job is to carry out messages of the cells. Divisions of the nervous system. You have the nervous system, which contains the brain and the spinal cord. Then you have the peripheral nervous system, which transmits info to and from the central nervous system. And off of that, you have the autonomic nervous system, which is involuntary muscles such as your heartbeat. Then you have the somatic nervous system, which is voluntary muscles such as talking. You can make yourself talk, but you can't make your heart beat. And then off of this one, you have the parasympathetic division, which restores body to normal after an incident, such as after you parachute, you kind of like freak out, and then after you're done, you realize that you're okay, and then it was kind of fun. And then you have the sympathetic division, which releases adrenaline, such as like if you encounter a bear, you're able to run away from it. And that would be the 6 divisions of the nervous system.
Lobes of the brain. Starting with your frontal lobe. Conducts higher mental function. Thoughts. Complex decision making. Next, we have the temporal lobe. For hearing. It's located here. Next, in the back part of your brain, just behind your temporal lobe, is your occipital lobe, responsible for vision. After that, we go to the parietal lobe for touch, temperature, and body position. Recording the brain's activity is with the EEG. the electronic encephalogram, a harmless way of recording electric activity of the cortex just below the skull. They stick all these tiny little electrodes on top of your head, and they record everything that's going on. Next, we have the PET scan, or positron emission tomography. After being injected with a radioactive glucose, type of sugar, a computer detects the activity of the brain cells using glucose projecting the image onto a monitor. As in this one, you can see a normal brain here, which is just using some of those radioactive glucose. And here you can see an obsessive compulsive who is constantly thinking about something over and over and over again, since the red and yellow here. In this brain, you see a normal brain, which is using that same glucose. And this brain is of an Alzheimer's patient who is not quite using all of those same brain cells anymore. Over here, we have the fMRI, or functional magnetic resonant imaging. This is a brain after a stroke. Basically, what the fMRI tracks is the oxygen levels in the blood. So on this side is normal blood flow. On this side, it's showing abnormal blood flow.
The limbic system. Processes information, then sends information to the different parts of the brain. You've got mail. The hypothalamus controls your hunger, your sexual drive, and your temperature.
Oh, I got a letter. Dear hypothalamus, you're about to get super hungry. Love, Thalamus.
Campus has to do with your long-term memory.
3 girls walking on campus.
Yeah, so didn't they do the other day?
Oh my gosh! There's a hippo on campus!
Hippo!
I'll never forget this!
This staying my long-term memory forever.
Helps you respond fast to fear. Good hippo. Good hippo. Shooter with a dart dipped in curare.
Curare reduces the activity of acetylcholine.
No, she can't. It's your face. Okay, alright, let's try this.
Science is a branch of the life sciences that deals with structures and functioning of the brain and the neurons, nervous system, tissue.
What does it do to your fear response? Regulates?
No.